Yes, good morning students. Welcome back to the online classes of the accountancy. In the last video, we discussed about the some features of the partnership form. While explaining, I said that there is a concept called a partnership deed. So that partnership deed we are going to understand now. Now, look at the meaning over here. I have written that partnership deed, written legal document. In features of the partnership firm, we discussed that agreement may be a oral or a written, but since it is a partnership deed, it is a legal document, it should be in the written form. Oral form of agreement is not considered as a partnership deed. So it is what? Written legal document that consists of an agreement between two persons who want to do the business and share a profit or a losses. See, if anyone want to do the business together, that is a partnership firm, they should follow the partnership deed. Partnership deed means it is a written agreement between the individuals who starts a partnership firm. It is a written legal agreement between the people who starts the partnership firm. I clearly said that registering of the partnership firm is not mandatory. If you want, you can register. If you don't want, you no need to register. But if you register, you have to register under the Partnership Act 1932. So if you register under the Partnership Act 1932, you have to follow the rules and regulations under the Act. But if you don't register under the Partnership Act, you have to follow this partnership deed. If you register, follow the rules which comes under the Partnership Act. If you don't register, you have to follow the information which you mentioned in the partnership deed. Okay. The advantage of registering is that if someone does a fraud to your partnership firm, you can put a case on that person if you register. If you don't register, if anybody does the fraud on your business, you cannot put a legal complaint on them since your partnership firm is not registered. But still, it is an optional. If you want, you can register. If you don't want, you no need to register. Okay. So now we have the different components of the partnership deed. In the sense, the template of the partnership firm or partnership deed will include all these components. You have to fill these components to make a partnership deed. The first component is what? Name and address of all the partners. It is the basic information of the partners. Okay, who are all doing the firm, who are all running the firm, what is their address, everything has to mention under the first component, that is name and address of all the partners. Okay, the first component. Second component is what? Date of establishment of the firm. In the first component, you are filling name and address of the firm or address of the partners. Then the second component, you have to fill that when that firm is established. When that firm is established, that you are going to fill in the second component. What is the third component? Capital contribution and profit and loss sharing ratio. Okay, how much each partner is giving the capital to a firm, that has to mention, and how much percentage of the profit or a loss that partner is going to get, that you have to mention. Okay, if you don't maintain this partnership deed, if you register under the Partnership Act, then regulations of the Partnership Act says that each partner is getting a equal profit irrespective of the capital contribution. Okay, I contributed 1 lakh rupees, you contributed 2 lakh rupees. Okay, assume that we got a profit of 10,000 rupees. Okay, if we are following the Partnership Act, then irrespective of the capital contribution, the profit should be divided equally. In the sense, I have to get a 5,000 and you have to get a 5,000. But how much you contributed? 2 lakh rupees. How much I contributed? Just 1 lakh. Still I contributed less, I am getting a equal profit because I am registered under the Partnership Act. If I don't register under the Partnership Act, then I have to follow the profit and loss sharing ratio. In the sense, while we start the partnership firm, we said that you will get a 70% of the profit and I will get a 30% of the profit. We agreed to it. In the sense, out of 10,000, you are getting a 7,000 profit, I am getting a 3,000 profit. Because we both agreed that you are going to get a 70% profit and I am going to get a 30% of the profit. Clear? Okay, this is what? Capital contribution. How much that partner is contributed the capital, and profit and loss sharing ratio. How much percentage of the profit or a loss the partner are going to share, that has to be mentioned in the third component. First component is what? Name and address of all the partners. Second component, date of establishment of the firm. Third component, capital contribution and the profit and loss sharing. Hope you understood these three components. Partnership deed is what? Written legal document. Okay, now the fourth is what? Rights and duties of each partner. Here we have to clearly mention what is the work of the each partner. See, I am a partner, I am good at accounting, so I have to maintain the accountant section in this form. So that is my duty. Okay, you are good at advertising, so you have to take care of advertising department of this firm. So like this, each and every partner's duties should be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed. What I have to do in this firm, what you have to do in this firm, what other person has to do in this firm. Every people's responsibilities, in the sense every people's rules and duties has to be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed. Okay, that is what? Right and duties of each partner. First is name and address of all the partners, date of establishment of the firm, capital contribution and profit and loss sharing ratio, right and duties of each partner. And the fourth is what? Interest rate on borrowed capital or a loan. In the sense, to start a partnership firm, we might have taken a loan from the others. At that time, how much interest should we pay to them? We need a 1 crore rupees. Assume that I have a 20 lakh and you have a 30 lakh. So total is collectively 50 lakh we have now. So still how much we want? Still remaining 50 lakh rupees we want. That 50 lakh rupees what we want, we will take from the others. Okay, assume that we have taken from XYZ person. That person is charging a 10% of interest. That percentage of the interest and how much we have taken a loan, that has to be clearly mentioned under this component. Interest rate on borrowed capital. Borrowed capital, taking the loan from others, that has to be mentioned here. Hope you understood these 5 components. Next is what? Rules for settlement of duties. Rules for settlement of duties, or we can say that rules for settlement of disputes. Okay, so when we are running a partnership firm, we may have some disputes, or we can say that we may have some misunderstanding. So while preparing a partnership deed, we have to clearly state how that dispute, how that problem has to be settled clearly. For example, see, I am working more than you in the partnership firm. I am working more than you in the partnership firm. In future, I may expect more profit than you. I will say that you are not coming to the firm. I am acting for you. So I am working more, I will get a more profit. So you may say, no, I want a more profit, but you are not interested to give me the more profit. So we will be having a misunderstanding to each other. At this case, while starting up the partnership firm only, we have to say clearly that if this type of the disputes occurs in future, how this dispute has to solve. Okay, it means that how much ever your time you is giving to the partnership firm, you will get a profit of 30%. We clearly mentioned. So if I work for 1 hour, I will get a 30% profit only. If I work for 10 hours, I will get a 30% profit only. It is not that I am working more, I need a more profit. How much I work, I have to get to the same profit percentage. That is what here rules for disputes. Okay. Next we have what you rules in case of admission, retirement or a death of a partner. Okay. Admission means assume that as of now we have a 3 people who are running the firm. Okay. I want my son to be the partner of the firm. I want my son to be the partner of the firm. Okay. At that case, admitting of a new partner should be agreed by all the partners. I cannot say that he is my son, so I want him to the partnership. I cannot say that. If I want my son to be the partnership of my firm or partnership in my firm, in that case I have to take a permission from other partners. If all the existed partner agrees, then only I can take my son as a partner. If among the 3, if one partner is not agreed, in the sense if the one person or one partner says no, at that case I cannot make my son as a partner of my firm. Clear? That is admission. Retirement. Okay, so I got old, so I want to retire. So as soon as I get retired, how other people are going to get a profit or a losses, how they are going to share, how they are going to run the partnership firm, that has to be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed. Death of a partner, if I died, how the other partner are going to run the show, that has to be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed. If the new partner getting admitted, if existed partner retired, if any one of the partner death, in all these cases, how the partnership firm has to be run, that has to be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed. The last component is what? Any other aspects of the business. Other than this, anything related to the business has to be clearly mentioned in the partnership deed. Okay, these are the components of the partnership deed. Partnership deed is what? Written legal document that consists of all the components. So let us see the components: name and address of all the partners, date of establishment of the firm, capital contribution and profit and loss sharing ratio, rights and duties of each partner, interest rate on a borrowed capital or a loan, rules of settlement of duties or disputes, rules in case of admission, retirement or a death of a partner, and any other aspects of the business. Previously, we studied about partnership and the features of the partnership. Now we studied about what is a partnership deed and what all the components of the partnership deed. In the further classes, we are going to study about interest on a capital, interest on drawings, all those things we are going to study in the further classes. Thank you, students.